Hello puzzle solvers, I'm the Penny Press Puzzle Lady and I'm excited to share some tips with you today on how to solve a puzzle called ABCs. ABCs is a fun puzzle. It's deceptive though because it looks simple but it's really challenging. But challenging puzzles are good for your brain. I call this good brain food, good cheat brain food, because these puzzle magazines from Penny Press Variety Puzzles are only about $5. Some of them are $6. Some of them are $7. So they're really great. As you can see, this is a magazine I've had for a long time. It's all raggedy, but it just takes a while to get through all these puzzles. So sit tight, get your pen, your pencil, your legal pad, your everything ready, get your brain ready, and let's get started. This is a puzzle called ABCs, and the object is to fill in the blanks of these 10 words. You're going to use all 26 letters of the alphabet to complete the 10 words, and each letter is going to be used only one time, one letter per dash. So obviously you have 26 dashes and you're going to form words. So what I like to do, I usually have my legal pad, a highlighter, a pencil, a pen. What I like to do is replicate the puzzle first. So I'm going to do that by just writing number one, dash, N, dash, U, T. And just to double check, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, so I accurately replicated the 10 words. And then I'm just going to put my ABCs over here, A, B. Now the first thing I like to do is find the Q word. I look for the U's and I see that there's 3 of them in this puzzle, and I'm going to see if one of these is the Q word, because we know in English Q is always going to be followed by a U. So if I look at number 1, I'm just thinking and I don't see any word that makes sense that this would be a Q word. It can't be in quest because I would need INQU. I would need another blank there. I don't have one. EQ blank, EQU blank T. I could see equate here, EQUATE. I could see equity here, EQUITY. I can see, so here's the thing. You know it's going to be a vowel. So if you go through A, E, EQUE, I don't see one, EQUI. That's what I was doing mentally. And then O, E, Q, U, E quote, and of course it wouldn't be E, Q, U, U. So your options would be either an A or an I. Now let's go to the third one. Here's a U and put a Q in front of that, and I can't think of any word where this makes sense with a Q. So our best option is going to be number 2, equate or equity. And I'm going to eliminate equate because that would mean I would have to use an A and an E. And normally when you're solving for this type of puzzle, you're not going to use up 2 vowels for one word. So I'm going to choose equity as the answer, I-T-Y. So I'm going to mark off the Q and I'm going to mark off the I vowel. Here's my first vowel that I use, and I'm going to mark off the Y. Next, I like to find my unusual letters like a Z or an X, W, V, sometimes a J and a K. These letters that don't appear as frequently. So Z, one clue is I look for another Z. A lot of times the Z's are a double. So here's number 9, which has a Z in it. So if I put a Z here, I can think of words that might have a double Z in it, like razzle, dazzle. So I'm just going to keep that in mind for the Z word. Let's see, razzle, dazzle, razzle, dazzle are 2 options. So that I could use a Z there. And then an X. Already I can see number 6. That looks like oxygen. If I put an X here, then I would put G and oops, in here. I made a mistake when I copied that over. That was supposed to be a blank because I had mentally seen oxygen. So I would use an X, a G, and an N, and I think that works there. So I'd have X, G, N, and so I would solve oxygen for that. So I've used my X. Now a W. W is a consonant that could go before an R. So if I see an R, I'm going to look for an R. There's no available R. This wouldn't make sense. WR. So those aren't it. So I'm going to look for a spot where it might be in front of a vowel. W, 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 W. All right, so let's study number 3, blank, L, W, U, N. Can't think of a word off the top of my head, so I'm going to eliminate that. Blank, W, war, that doesn't make sense. W, wit. Okay, now we're getting somewhere right here. This could be within, but let's keep going. Wowing. Oh, well, you would have to have W. Okay, I could have W here, bowing, but no, I already used the G, so it can't be bowing. This word cannot end in ing. Wow, wan, E. Did I use E? Woving, wodine, B, C. Sometimes you just go through the alphabet in your head. A, B, C, D. Nothing's coming to mind with number 8. And number 10, W, A, B. Nope, nothing making sense there. So let me go back up to 7. This does make sense. Within. So let's go ahead and commit that number 7 is going to be within. So I'm using the W and I'm using the H. So here's another tip, and I still haven't decided whether this is going to be razzle or dazzle. So we'll get back to that. Now, another tip in solving these problems is you look for consonants, like in this word, in. Does it have a consonant before it, or does it have a vowel before it? If it has a consonant before it, what would be a likely consonant? The only likely consonant would be an S. So you might look for words sn. And then this would have to be a vowel too. And our only vowels that are left, we still have an A, we still have E, and we still have O, and we still have U. So if we go with A, S-N-A-U, I can't think of a word. S-N-E-U, can't think of a word. S-N-O-U, snout, but then there's a blank here. And S-N-U-U, of course, it's not going to work. So I don't think that this number 1 is going to be a consonant. I think it's going to be a vowel right here. What would the vowels likely be? Again, we have A, E, O, and U left. We can have A, N, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. Ooh, wait a minute. J, un. How about that? Unjust. Now that looks like it makes sense because as I was going through the alphabet, I saw just. Unjust. And we haven't used U, and we haven't used J, and we haven't used S. I'm going to commit number 1 to unjust. So I need to cross off U, I need to cross off J, I need to cross off S. Okay, so let's analyze the other words. So, okay, remember I said V. That's kind of a hard word to use. So we know V is not going to go before this consonant, and V is not going to go before R, and V, it could go before C, but could V go before N? And V is not going to go at the N here. I don't think this is going to be the V word. Okay, can V go before A? Yes. Varnet? No. Varset, Varket, Varlet, Varlet. Varlet, Varbet, no. And in these puzzles, there are going to be words that are not obscure. They're going to be like common everyday words that you've heard of. Let's go to number 5 with the V. F, no. V, no. Okay, vo, vowel, A, V, B, C, D, vodine, voting. But remember, we already used the G, so this can't be an ing word. Okay, so let's switch. Now let's put the V over here, V. And if I go A, B, oh, B, I could put B, bovine, bovine, having to do with cows. Bovine, vassal, no. V-A, vansal, vaxel, well, vato, no. Vepo, vamsel, no. Okay, this makes sense then. Bovine, or bovine. All right, so I'm going to commit number 8 to being bovine, and I'm going to cross out the B, cross out the V. So I've used these very difficult letters, you know, the V, the W, the X, the Y, the Z. I haven't decided whether this is razzle or dazzle, but I do believe that's going to be a double Z right there. So let's go. We've got 6 more to go. I keep looking at number 5. That it looks pretty easy, like it might be a chord. And I still haven't used the C, and I still haven't used the O. That is a word that makes sense for me. The letters that would be left, well, you wouldn't use a vowel here. The only vowels left are A. Oh, I'm sorry, I crossed out the E. The only vowels left are A and O. So O, that doesn't make sense there. A doesn't make sense there. So it's going to be a consonant. We have a C left, a chord. We have a D left, add. F, no. K, no. M, no. P, at. We have R, no. We have T left. So I think it's C, and then so I'm going to use a commit number 5 to being a chord. So I'm going to cross off the C, and I'm going to cross off the O. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 out of 10 done. So what we have left, we still have a vowel A. That's the only vowel we have left. Consonant, we still have a D, an F, a K, a L, an M, a P, an R, a T, and I've got to decide on that Z. Okay, so the strategy is we're going to look at A, placing that A. Well, we know it's not going to be number 4. Oops, I'm sorry, we did number 7. I'm sorry, we finished that one. We did H. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 4 words left. Okay, so we have an A vowel left. We can have A here, and A here, and A here. But we can't have A here, but we can have A, no. We can have, can't have A here. We can't have A here. So I believe this is actually where our A is going to go in number 3. We have an A left. So let's try A at the beginning. A, and then our A, D, alk. Okay, wait a minute. I think instead of the A here, let's put A here and then go through our consonants. We have well, it can't be D because there's no DL. We could have an F. In that case, we might have the word flaunt. We could have a KLA, nope. We can't have M. There's no ML. PL, PLAUN, nope. You can't have RL. You can't have TL. So the letter that makes sense is F, and then the letter on the end that makes sense is T. So I'm going to commit number 3 to be flaunt, and I'm going to cross off the F and the T, and the A, sorry. F, A, and T. So I have used all my vowels. So now I've got a D, I have a K, L, M, P, R, and I've got to figure out where the Z is going to go. All right. Well, I'm trying to decide whether this is going to be razzle or dazzle. So let's look at this R. R, if I put R in front of the A, there are words with R. I could put R here, or I could put R here. Okay, so let's work with R-A-R. Can't think of any word like that. What if I put R here, and I've got my letters left are dare-it, carrot, blare-it, merit, parrot. That's not how you spell parrot though. But I do see something else. Ret. I was just looking at this letter K. If I put K here, I think I see market here. Let's see if that works. Market, mazzle. Okay, so let's go with number 4. I'm going to commit 4 to be market. So I'm going to cross off the M. I'm going to cross off the A. K, excuse me. So we have 2 words left to solve, and this is either razzle or dazzle. So if I think it's razzle, or if I think it's dazzle, then that means that I can't use a D in number 10. If I use D-A, and then my other D-A-R, D-A-P, no. So I've got a D left, an L left, a P left, a R left. Okay, I'm going to commit number 9 to dazzle, because that's the one that makes sense. Which means I'm going to remove the D, and I'm going to remove the Z, and I'm going to remove the L. So what's remaining is an R and a P. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy to solve right here. An R, parcel. There you go, parcel. R and P. So I think I've got my words, and I can fill them in. Now that I've replicated the puzzle, I can fill them in, and it says here that I can check on page 171 to see if I've gotten the right answer. So let's do that. Okay. ABCs. All right, number 1, unjust. 2, equity. Number 3, flaunt. Woohoo! Number 4, market. Number 5, accord. Number 6, oxygen. Number 7, within. Yay, hey, 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 hey. Number 8, bovine. And number 9, dazzle. That's good, because I wasn't sure if it was razzle or dazzle. And number 10, parcel. Yay! So, we have solved the puzzle. ABCs. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like a link to the solving guide, I'll put a link in my description to the solving guide for ABCs. Thanks for joining me on Penny Press Puzzle Lady. I'll see you next time.